So the thing that's missing that I think we bring is a hands-on relational touch. And because we have this relationship with our friends, they trust us. And when they trust us, they tell us the story. If it's the homeless guy, they tell us the story behind the cardboard sign. I say there's a story behind the sign. We get to find that story out.
The time to understand where people are coming from, not just judge them because the way they look or because they have an addiction or whatever, and take the time to get to know them. And because, you know, there are bad people out there, of course there are, but they're not all bad. You know what I mean? Everybody has a story. There's a reason that they're there.
My name is John Tumino, and I am the founder of InMyFather'sKitchen.
Basically, we started just on a walking on the water, a step of faith. So we do two things right now. We do the service to homeless under the bridges. So what we do is twice a week, we make lunch out of the kitchen that's behind me, and we go out and love on our friends. That concept came to me. I was like, wow, you know, that's kind of a cool name. And as I started meditating on it, I just felt it would be a place where people would come and I would fill their belly with kind of natural sustenance. But then the Spirit of God would come and fill the spiritual part of the man. You know, so it was like you could leave here full inside with your natural person, but then also have this experience with God. So that's how the idea came to me, and that came to me 5 years ago. We do a circuit through the city. We do all the off-ramps and on-ramps, and we go to all the underpasses that are in the city limits. So there's just the city boundaries. I don't go outside of that. We go out to the streets twice a week. I'm a chef, so I don't just make peanut butter and jelly. I make lasagna, stuffed peppers, I make steak sandwiches, chicken wraps, meatball sandwiches, homemade meatballs. So when we're bringing them elevated food that they're not accustomed to getting outside, when they don't see us on between those days, if they feel like they want to come off the street, they can come to the building now. And this is a place where it's a place of surrender, and it's not a hangout. It's not a sleepover place. We're not a soup kitchen. It's a place to say, I give up, I'm ready to come indoors, and we'll make the connections for you. We get them inside. We're going to bring you upstairs. We're going to get you some clean clothes. We're going to give you about 10 minutes to clean up in the bathroom. Whether you want to take a bath or just shave or whatever you want to do, you can do that. When you come out of the bathroom, we're going to ask you what happened. Why is today the day that you want to come indoors? They're going to explain what happened. We're going to assess that, because we collaborate now with other organizations. I don't have the shelter, but I now know the organizations that do. I don't have the programs to help you, but I know the organizations that do. If they back out, I'm not going to judge their decision. I'm going to say, okay, Joe, you know, thank you for coming today and even listening. I'll see you next week under the bridge. If they say yes, it's a win. They get to go with that program provider or whoever's there, that service provider, and go with them to that organization and hopefully become sober and get on track to have a successful life. We do things out of the box. I'm trying to bring value in the food, the elevated experience, that customer service, that kind of relational touch that you're not accustomed to getting. I want to blow them away with that. It's just love. It's like unconditional love. You could come to the building, come in dirty, leave clean, come in hungry, leave fed, come in homeless, and hopefully walk out into a program. So your life could change at one knock on the door. In the last 3 years, we've helped 16 people come indoors from out of door. So 16 of the chronically homeless that wouldn't go to shelters, we helped connect them into a program.
Well, I was on the street. I was homeless. I had a drug addiction. And I used to hold a sign, you know, the guy you see on the street holding homeless signs. So I met John out there. He used to bring us lunches, clothes, winter coats, stuff like that. And so I decided to go to Salvation Army Rehab. I graduated the program about 2 weeks ago. So now I'm an employee there, and I work part-time with John. And so now I'm trying to like help and give back with what John has given me. So I mean, so that's pretty much my story.
He was on the streets. He got connected to Salvation Army. He just graduated a 7-month program, so he's sober 7 months. He now has a job. He's now giving back, and he's on the road to living a life.
Like now I have my self-respect back. I feel better about myself because I'm working. I'm taking care of myself now. You know, I pay rent. I do what I have to do. I get up and go to work every day.
My thing I tell my friends is this, whether they're the refugee or the homeless guy, they always say, how am I going to repay you? I say, you know how you repay me? Go help somebody else. Go help somebody else. That's all. You just, what I did for you, you go do it for somebody else. Then I think the world would be a better place.